Yeah, it was a really good year. Our team, I think this year, definitely made some really tangible progress both in our regular season and in our ACC championship meet. We had a much more, I think, rigorous kind of dual meet schedule than we've had in the past, and I think we rose to the occasion and competed really well. Had good dual meet records, swam well, I think, all throughout the regular season, and then kind of capped it off with a really nice ACC meet. We had 24 school records on the year and 110 performances that earned like a top 10 all-time spot on our all-time performers list. So really successful, really hard-working group of kids. So a very nice year for the swimming and diving program.
Just in general, did you see a different attitude from these kids when they came in that this happened?
Yeah, I think so. I think last year, kind of being our first year, it was definitely a transitional period, and I think we got buy-in from the get-go. But it was a new structure, kind of new goals, things of that nature. So there were some growing pains with it, but I think we had success at the end of last year that kind of cemented that buy-in, and I think it did a lot for getting our culture in a good place, and even just creating a physical foundation so that we could kind of just hit the ground running at the beginning of this year. And it was really neat to see. I think we were training at a much higher level. Our kids were really started to believe this year that I think we could achieve at a higher level than the program had in the past. And I think a lot of that came from the foundation that was created this year. And I think having the ability to do that from a cultural standpoint, I think led to some of the more kind of tangible results at the end of the year.
Okay, let's talk about some of the highlights. Some of the men's swimmers who really shined this year for you and had great ACC time.
Yeah, no, I think our team was deep this year, and we had multiple swimmers break records. But I think, two that really stand out on the men's side were two seniors, Taylor Cortens and Charlie Kleinsmith. They both set school records on the year, individual and on various relays. And they both were double-digit point scorers at the ACC meet, which is the first time we've had two men do that at the same meet. Both made two finals appearances apiece, which is really, really successful. And both will go down as probably two of the most complete swimmers in Boston College swimming history, and both earning NCAA qualifying standards, and kind of really capping off their careers well at the ACC championship.
And on the women's side, we had some people really shine, so you want to give us a little bit about what they did?
Yeah, the women's year was really neat because we broke 15 school records on the season, and that kind of comes from people all across the program. But Allie Key, Mara Grimes, and Victoria Lynn were all multiple kind of record setters, and all were a part of multiple relays, which I think is kind of a neat thing to see. They're not just doing it on the individual level, but they're but on the relay level as well. And so it kind of shows kind of collectively the direction the program is going. So Mara Grimes, set both backstroke records. Victoria Lynn set the 100 butterfly record, as well as was a part of both medley relays and the 200 free relay. And Allie Key was a part of all 5 school record setting relays, which is pretty impressive.
So you got a buy-in this year. What does it mean for the next year for you guys?
Yeah, I think for us, we're in a unique situation, being a non-scholarship program in one of the deepest swimming conferences in the country, and so the way we evaluate success is, continuous improvement, right? And I think every year trying to kind of build on the year before, and every day, every week, kind of every month getting a little bit better. And I think that's what I was really proud of this year, that we took a nice step forward, and the goal is, to take a bigger step forward next year, right? And I think we graduated a strong senior class, but we have a great group of recruits coming in, and an opportunity to kind of keep moving that forward. And I think, like I said before, the culture's in a great place that it sets us up to, I think, really make bigger strides even next year.